Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think in that context, I had an incredible opportunity to meet CBN Garu last year, and what a visionary he is. And then I think I'm one of the byproduct where you see the best of America that has to offer out there. Given that context, how do you want his legacy to be remembered? You know, that would be, one of the thing we would like to know.
Babu Garu has, his legacy has many chapters. If you look at it, being one of the youngest ministers of his time is one chapter. Being a very bold politician in the age of 20s is a chapter. And that is how he met Anna Garu. Starting from there, and if you look at the transformation that he also went through personally, if you look at the way he's governed between 94 to 2004 is simply amazing. And even today, I still cannot imagine that without smartphones, with the, I think 42 people teleconference system, he was able to govern the entire state of Andhra Pradesh and deliver ISB, Microsoft, and modern Cyberabad, what we today see. It's just fascinating what he's done. And so I believe that is one chapter. The last 5 years is another chapter. I have seen a completely different person. His commitment, his perseverance, his persistence, even during the darkest moments of his life, which none of us imagined would ever happen, for no mistake of his, when he was sent to Rajahmundry jail, it never moved him. He was very strong, very focused. And the most surreal experience for me was when I went to see him the first time. I still remember I got down from the car and there was a plaque which said in 1998-99, Babu Garu modernized Rajahmundry jail. And there was another plaque next to it, which was the building where I met him, the Mulaqat would happen, which again was rebuilt by him between 2014 and 2019. So if you look at him, he's left such amazing legacy wherever he was and the kind of governance he's done. And I believe the best is yet to come. I believe best of Babu Garu is yet to come. Andhra will see a completely different man, and he will script a completely new legacy for himself. Amravati is a legacy that he's going to script. Vishakhapatnam is something that he's going to script. What he's going to do for Chittur, Kadapa, Anantapur, Kurnool. You'll be simply amazed. Because today the way he's looking at governance is 100 days. He's not saying I'm here for 5 years. He's saying this 100 days I'm supposed to do this. Each minister is supposed to do this. Where are you? So already our first 100-day report card came and the next 100 days we are already on the sprint to deliver. So I think the best of Babu Garu is yet to come.
Wow. So everyone in the audience is actually rooting for you on the state's success, Lokesh Garu. So given that, I also understand you had a lot of background in technology and management. So what actually inspired you to come into politics? What is that, what does it, tick you? What is that passion,
So I remember this very well. This was in 2004, after Babu Garu last election. I went to a wedding with him. It was a 5,000 people wedding. I remember it very well. It was a hall of twice this size in Hyderabad. And he entered the hall as leader of opposition. He just lost an election and a year into it. And what amazed me is 5,000 people standing out of respect for him. And that moved me personally. In power, out of power, the good work he's done always will stand and will always live along. So that is where I felt it was very important for me also to serve people, and no other field, it could be philanthropy or it could be even the private sector, would give me that kind of respect. And that is the day I decided that my true calling will be politics and I will join politics eventually.
Wow. So I think personally in that level, one of the things I wanted to, ask you also is, given that context, the passion and the drive that you have, in terms about building the enterprise, want to understand how IT serve community and the state, can act with each other in terms about like, skilling or upskilling and creating a bridge for a lot of, investments. Especially not only in terms about IT, because it's not only IT, so especially in terms about pharma or also healthcare sector. And then today, when I interacted with your team, Mishra Garu, also one of the important thing that I took away is you had a lot on your plate. So, given the context, just want to understand, what kind of, medium that you want to create for IT serve to interact.
I truly believe it's a two-way street. One of the agendas with which we are now working is how do we double the per capita income of Telugu people here in the US, all across the world. And one thing we want to work with IT service, how do we skill up all our IT professionals in the US and across the world? How can you get them ready for the next generation technology wave, the AI wave and so on and so forth. So that's an area of great interest for us as a state of Andhra Pradesh. The second bit, Andhra Pradesh is open for doing business. We are ready. We will match it with speed of doing business. I'm leading a delegation in which we have a very young IAS officer who is the CEO of Economic Development Board. As you said, all of you have interest not only in IT, it could be tourism, it could be education, it could be healthcare. And as a state, we are ready. We are ready to make this an amazing journey. And together, I believe that all of us can transform the state of Andhra Pradesh. One thing I've personally noticed, the difference between 14 and 19 and now 24 to 29 is there's renewed interest and there's greater commitment saying that let's do it now. I see that in everyone. I truly believe that last 5 years seems to be a bad chapter in all our lives. And all of us feel bad and we really want to work hard and really do good for our state. And as a minister and as a delegation, we're really excited to take all of you back and actually showcase what we can do best and what are the areas that together we can develop the state of Andhra Pradesh.
Wow. A round of applause on a lot of insights that Lokesh Garu has shared. And Lokesh Garu, I also watched the drone conference that happened in the state of AP, and then you also received Guinness World Records for that show. So just want to understand in terms about the buzzing technology right now. A lot of people understand about AI, blockchain, and quantum. How do you want to interact in terms about especially the drone and the technology in relation with AI? What kind of technologies that you want or you think the state should implement going further?
I mean, as we always say, crisis is an opportunity. When we had floods in Vijayawada, it's one event in 248 years, if I'm right, where half of the city was actually flooded. We piloted drone delivery of relief material. This was not purpose-built drones. These were agriculture drones. Jugaad India model, we had a basket hanging, we put what every house needs and we started delivering and it actually worked. And we've realized its power. I wouldn't say it's we've solved the problem, but I believe that we found a solution that we can now really expand and take it forward. Saying that even in governance, I believe technology will play a very important role. AI will play a very important role and I'll explain why. This is something I already shared in one of the meetings today. As soon as I became minister, a person messaged me on WhatsApp and he's a disabled student. Andhra Pradesh government enables them to take 5 subjects and not 6. Whilst when you apply for IIT and NIT, you need to give 6 subjects marks. So they said, because of this technical reason, we are not able to get into IIT and NIT, please help us. So I had a very young IAS officer working for me in one of my in school education department, and I told her we need to find a solution. So with her interest, she searched, she went back, found a 1992 Geo that enabled me to average the 5 subjects marks and give it for the 6 subject mark. Very simple Geo, you would think, but we fundamentally changed the lives of 45 disabled children. I mean, these are children who all their lives were insulted, made fun of, and here they were just at the door of an IIT, NIT, and because of a government regulation, they're unable to open it. Now let's think about this. If that officer did not find the solution, then what would have happened to their lives? That is where I believe AI can really be transformative. If the models are trained well, we can find solutions. So what you will see in this particular term of the NDA in Andhra Pradesh is effective use of AI in finding solution and solving long-term problems of our citizens.
So